IGTV.
No, that's not. Tell me your Instagram handle again.
It's MLTUNNELL, or at ML Tunnel.
Okay. I am inviting you in right now.
All right. Page.
Yeah, you should see it come up. I just sent you an invitation. Hey, GMC, thanks.
Got it. See it now.
All right, you good?
Maybe. Do you see me?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna tap you on right now. All right. Thank you for your patience, guys. Matt and I just had to kind of get rearranged there. Harmon Family Food, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Anders Benton, thank you for joining. Kayla Taylor. Meyer, Happy Hallway, thanks for joining. All right, we're having kind of a sketchy connection here. Give us just a few more seconds. It's buffering right now. Chef Chris, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. All right. He's saying he's unable to join. Hang on one second. Let me try again.
My God.
There he is.
There it is, man. Somebody wasn't giving me an eye. I had to exit out and come back in. Sorry about that.
That's all right, man. It's not the first time we've had technical difficulties on the chats.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Matt Tunnell of L&M Produce, Wholesale and Packing. Matt was my boss briefly at Cheney Brothers, and I have his old job with the state doing food service marketing. So
Full
kind
circle.
of a weird little circle there. Yeah. So Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So Matt Tunnell. I'm originally from Hertford, North Carolina, in Perquimans County, the northeast corner of the state. Went to NC State, graduated in 2001, shortly started working for the Department of Agriculture as a food service marketing specialist. And then I think I was there 7 years, went on to Fresh Point as a sales rep, and then became their sales manager for Fresh Point Produce, selling produce to restaurants. And then ended up going to what was Pate Dawson at the time. And a year later, they got bought out by Cheney Brothers, and so they're a food service distributor. And then about a year and a half ago, started here at L&M Produce, sales and operation manager for their repacking facility here in Raleigh, right here at the farmers market, all the way in the back. You wouldn't know we're here unless you drove all the way to the back of the property.
Yeah, that's right. Hello, one love wide awake. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So Matt, no, when you went to state, what did you get your degree in?
Agriculture communications.
Okay.
So it was an introduction into everything in the ag school, and then a lot of like communication, public relations, marketing courses.
Did you grow up around farming?
Yeah, my hometown, small town, a lot of farming in that area, a lot of commercial fishing as well. So
now I know you've obviously been involved with food for a long time, and I don't know if I like the term foodie, but you're a food guy.
Oh yeah.
Did you work in restaurants in college, or did your love for food come with working for the Department of Ag and then into like food service?
I think they both fueled each other. So I did wait tables in college, both at Prestonwood Country Club and at Bahama Breeze here in Raleigh. But I didn't really get into food as a foodie until I started working for the Department of Agriculture and meeting chefs and working with chefs and kind of learning, and then really got into cooking myself. And I think that fueled my job and my passion for that, as well as the job gave me those opportunities. So
yeah. Well, tell us about L&M. What do you guys do there?
So L&M, we are a national grower and packer. We grow potatoes, onions, a lot of Eastern veg like peppers, squash. I'm trying to think, eggplant, cucumbers, tomatoes, things of that nature. And then we bring it in house and pack it for grocery stores. And then we also sell to food service as well.
Okay. So you guys have farms all over the country, right?
Yes, sir. We do have a combination of farms, and then we partner with a lot of other farms as well. We have farms in LaBelle and Palatka, Florida, Moultrie, Georgia. And then we have onion farms in Kansas, California, apple farms in Washington. And then we contract with a lot of other growers all over the country for different commodities.
Yeah, so these are large farms, like growing like commodity crops. And I know that sustainability is a big thing for you guys, and we know why. Kind of talk us through what you guys do to kind of maintain that and look after the land and properly steward things.
Yes, I mean you wanna properly rotate crops. You want to make sure that we're doing things that are environmentally healthy for our farms and for the land. We partner with the farms that we do partner with. We want to make sure that they meet our growing standards through our GAP certifications, global GAP. We sell to most every major retailer in North America, so we want to make sure that we're filling their needs as well as for food safety, as well as sustainability.
Yeah. And you guys are doing organics as well, right? Have a couple of farms in Florida doing organic.
We do have a small farm in Florida doing some organics, and then we partner with a couple of farms here in North Carolina for different things. We don't pack a lot of organic produce here in Raleigh, but we do at the farm level.
So how many packing facilities does L&M have?
I want to say, well, at every farm, they pack at the farm level. But for just like repack, I mean, definitely Moultrie, LaBelle, Palatka, Elkton, Florida is just a repack facility. And here in Raleigh, Elkton, Florida is a repack facility, but it's 20 minutes from our farms in Palatka. Here in Raleigh, we're the only repacking facility not attached to a farm.
Okay, I got you. So what crops are you pulling from North Carolina?
We're just finishing up fall squash and cucumbers out of Pope Farms in Clinton. We'll be getting into cabbage out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina here this week. Actually, he starts harvesting today or tomorrow. And then we'll be getting into some organic cabbage for a project we have starting in November. We'll be getting from a farm in Rocky Mount.
That's very cool. Now I was on your website and I saw that you guys were recently awarded a national grant for the work you've done during COVID, kind of helping to bridge the gap between farms and farmers and folks in need. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. So the Farm to Family program through the USDA, we were fortunate enough to win a grant. We started packing end of May down here in Raleigh and at our farm in Moultrie, Georgia. And we partnered here in Raleigh with Ward's Produce to help also distribute and get it out and pack, because we were going into our busy season for potatoes and wanted to make sure that we could cover that need. But between both locations, I mean, man, we were packing about 120,000 mixed produce boxes a week. They're pretty solid for about 3.5 months between us and Florida.
Yeah.
And that was using farm that was able to use product from our farms as well as product from other farms and some of our partners. And it was able to use produce that would have gotten plowed up under in the field. Once we got awarded the bid, we were able to go basically glean, cucumber and squash farms and get about 5 loads of product from there that we wouldn't have normally gone out and gotten. We would have plowed under and got ready for the next season there. We were able to use a lot of number 2 products, a lot of number that retailers generally wouldn't take. We were able to use for this and get it to people who needed food. It's a great program to be a part of, and hopefully that something like that continues and can be an opportunity to be a part of again.
Yeah, that really is a great program, and it's really neat to see how really in the last, 5 or 6 years, like an emphasis put on ugly fruits and vegetables, like you said, like number 2 type stuff.
Yeah.
Because retailers are pretty stringent in their standards, and it's good to see those, you know, the ugly vegetables are just as good and they need a home too. So I'm glad you guys are doing something.
Ugly vegetables need love too. Absolutely.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Now, other than the work you've done, like you were just talking about, procedurally, operationally, what has changed for you guys during COVID, and what's going to be like a permanent fixture moving forward?
Well, you know, we require all our workers out on the line, and anybody who's going to get within 6 feet of another person to be wearing a mask. We temperature check everybody every morning. We currently keep visitors to a minimum. Generally, we would allow truck drivers in and out to come in the facility. We've kept them outside, and just kind of people calling in or texting in, checking in what they're bringing or what they're picking up. And we're kind of able to communicate that. They stay in their trucks. We put a porta-john out there so they can have a restroom facility. But really just really limiting, you know, the amount of people coming in. Anybody with any symptoms, we ask to stay home. You know, and we've done a good job, I think, at managing that. And all in all, you know, personal health needs to be a priority anyway. You know, whether it's COVID or whether it's just a stomach bug, you know, we don't want that to go through any of our crews and work and employees here. So,
yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. We're out of time. I appreciate you joining us and answering a few questions. And it's good to see you, man. Your beard is as epic as ever. I'm jealous.
No, I have a little gray hair in there, but no, I appreciate you having me, guys. And you guys have a great day.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
Bet. All right, guys. That was Matt Tunnell. He's an awesome guy. He was a great boss. Really, really was. Super smart guy. Very invested in what he does. Always had great advice and sound perspective on things. So thank you, Matt, for joining us. All right, let's talk about the winner of the seafood box for next week's seafood box, which is Chef Jeremiah Tryon's Jamaican bronze flounder, North Carolina flounder, with a nice tropical type relish and some Carolina Gold rice from Tidewater Grains down in Oriental, North Carolina. So the winner is Troy Craig from Jacksonville, North Carolina. You will be getting your package next Tuesday or Wednesday, sir. Thank you for seeing the post and liking it and commenting on it, and it paid off. Congratulations for winning that box. So look for your box next Tuesday or Wednesday so you can coordinate getting your North Carolina flounder, or any North Carolina fish would work great on that dish. Shrimp would work great. Anything. But anyway, since flounder's in season, you should take advantage of that. All right, guys, we'll be back next week with Scott Shabbat from Cisco Raleigh. Thanks for joining us.